For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning, guys. Whoa, we got a good stream today. We got a really good stream. I am so excited. So excited. We're actually going to go through the winners of the Saturn Awards. I 100% promise you that is happening today. And on February the 4th on F4, Marvel released our first official teaser for Fantastic Four First Steps, and we're going to break that bad boy down. I received the teaser this morning in my electronic press kit. So I have the actual teaser, and we're going to watch it together, and we're going to pick it apart, and it's going to be so fun. But before we get started, let's say hello to the chat. I sure hope that everyone has smashed the like button, give me a big fat thumbs up below, and subscribed if you're new. Ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy stuff. It supports the channel. It's the best and freest way to do it. It lets our algorithm overlords know that you're picking up what I'm throwing down. So grab your coffee, take a sip. Let's say good morning. All right. Good morning, Omari Daniels. Good morning. Good morning, Kino, one of our nerdling first class patrons. Good morning, Fernando. Good morning, Penny. Women on missions. Catch y'all later. Gotcha, ma'am. Dreaming Tabitha. Good morning. Good morning, Hyperspace Heroes podcast. Good morning, Creative Blue Collar Guy. Good morning. And good morning, CEO Star Wars Non-Toxic Alliance. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Now, there are just like a couple little announcements real quick before we go any further. First of all, from the 12th through the 22nd, I won't be streaming. My grandparents are coming to town. That's right, Mama. Miss worked for intelligence for 35 years for the United States government. Mama and Papa are driving themselves up from Florida. A little concerned. Okay. A couple nonagenarians driving 1,000 miles. So they're coming to visit. They're going to be staying with us for about a week. So I won't be streaming. I'm going to be spending as much time as I possibly can with them. Also, the 27th through March 2nd, I will be live streaming daily from the convention floor at the Trans World Halloween and Attractions Convention, Special Effects Convention, downtown St. Louis. And I'm going to be streaming live with a very good friend that it's a surprise. Okay. It's a surprise. I got my press pass. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a great time. Maria, good morning. Buenos dias, Maria. So there's that. Also, this is happening and I'm over the moon about it. There is going to be a Buffy revival. Deadline has reported this. Mr. Smoo. If I hadn't been following Smoo the DJ, I probably wouldn't have seen it, even though I do follow Deadline. But more than 2 decades after Buffy the Vampire Slayer ended its 7-season run, the beloved supernatural drama is eyeing a revival with a new chapter in the franchise. A follow-up series is nearing a pilot order from Hulu, with Sarah Michelle Gellar expected to star, reprising her signature role as Buffy Summers, sources said. Oscar winner Chloe Zhao, She-Hulk, a self-professed lifelong Buffy fan, is set to direct the pilot, written by Nora and Lila Zuckerman. More details here. I am one of the hugest, most massive Buffy Buffy fans on the absolute planet. It was one of the first fandoms I ever got super obsessed with and would tear apart. It was a big inspiration for my novel. I can't hide from that. That's just facts. I really hope they do this well. And it would explain a lot of things. Like Sarah Michelle Gellar has been very Buffy centric on her Instagram. She's posted pictures of her in her yummy sushi pajamas, Buffy's yummy sushi pajamas. There's been a huge resurgence or surgence, whatever, of Buffy stuff on Twitter. I've noticed like a lot of people discovering it or rewatching it and tweeting a lot about it. So that would explain it. That's right. I knew she did a Marvel. Well, I don't know why I thought she did She-Hulk. Who did She-Hulk? Okay, so she did Eternals. My bad. Hey, Tommy Doyle, good morning. Good morning. Sarah Michelle Gellar's been good on Dexter. Yeah, I like Dexter Original Sin. I do. Creative art guy. Anytime I see the words reboot, sequel, or revival, immediately skeptical. Yes, I'm skeptical. I would really, really like it if they involved David Greenwald, Tim Minear, Marty Noxon. Why am I? David. There's another one, and I'm drawing blank, but Jessica Gao. Okay, it's Jessica Gao. But those people, no Joss Whedon, but bring in David Greenwald, Marty Noxon, Tim Minear, those guys. They did most of the writing on Buffy and Angel. So, good morning, Backyard TARDIS. Good morning. So, yes, I want more of that. That would be amazing. No Joss Whedon. Don't bring Joss back. Don't. I wouldn't be able to handle that. He broke my heart, man. He broke my heart. Yeah. Not after what he's done. He knows what he did. What else? I'm also hearing, it's coming from the Cosmic Circus, but they're saying that Thanos is going to come back in Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars. Do we really need to? Yeah, but Joss Whedon didn't do, okay, so he created it. But a lot of that was Marty Noxon. Marty Noxon and Tim Minear. They did most of that writing after Joss started moving on to other projects and getting to be an a-hole. And let's face it, did he do good work? Avengers, Ultron, and Justice League? No, he really didn't. He's become just his name isn't even Joss. His name is Joseph. And he changed his to Joss because he thought it sounded cooler. Okay. And he acts like he's this working man television creative, but he's not. He's a third generation writer and television creator. His grandfather worked on I Love Lucy, stuff like that, and his dad worked on Roseanne and got him his first job working on Roseanne. So I feel like Joss Whedon is why. Yeah, it is. It's exactly why. You've never seen Buffy? I love Buffy. I love Buffy. Yeah. Okay. So let's get on track because we got a lot to go through. Thanos, there's a rumor. It's just a rumor. Okay. And I just don't think it's necessary. I just don't think it's necessary at all. So there was that. What else we got here? Oh, and speaking of Blue Beetle, they might have, I think they've already finished all the voiceover and stuff for it because Xolo Maridueña confirms that the animated series for Blue Beetle is going to come out next year in 2026. I say we're just going to have to see. Good morning, Truth. Good morning. I really loved I loved Buffy. I did. I love Buffy and Angel. David Boreanaz is gorgeous. Okay. So apparently we're getting the Blue Beetle animated series next year. But this has come from the actor and not from any executives or showrunners or anything. So we'll just have to wait and see. Again, Xolo Maridueña's name is still on the production list for Nova. So I don't have a whole lot of faith in him actually sticking around in the DCU. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. And it's a series, as far as I know. So it hasn't come from any showrunners or anything. It comes from the actor, so we don't know. And his name is still on the production list. No, I don't know. Okay, let's go over our Saturn Awards real quick so we can get into Fantastic Four. All right, so let me pull that up. And the Saturn Awards website still isn't showing all this information, but thank God for Wikipedia. I love Blue Beetle. I really do. I love Jaime. I love him. I would love to see more Blue Beetle. And yeah, Kino, this is the guy. See, exactly. Blue Beetle would be out in the fall at the latest with the turnaround time from an animation. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Something's going on. And I think it's the fact that Xolo is Nova. Okay. All right. Focus. We got to focus. Because there's a lot I want to go through with the Fantastic Four teaser. I loved it. But let's get into Saturn Awards because we were supposed to talk about this yesterday and I got distracted. Okay, so Saturn Awards are reserved for fantasy and science fiction. Only those genres. Fantasy and science fiction. It was on the Roku channel on Sunday. I did not know that. I wish I would have known that because I tried to watch. I was looking on YouTube and I couldn't find anything. If had I known, because I have Roku, I could have just pulled it up. They didn't advertise that very well. And honestly, they should probably get a new web designer. This website is not that great. But the Saturn Awards are a big deal for all sci-fi and fantasy. William Shatner has won, I think, like 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards from them. It's crazy. But this was the 52nd annual Saturn Awards. And for Best Science Fiction Film, your nominees were Furiosa, Mad Max Saga, The Hunger Games, Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes. For reals? For reals? Did that come out last year? I thought it came out. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Megalopolis. What? Megalopolis was nominated for Best Science Fiction Film of 2024. You are out your damn mind. I would pick Songbirds and Snakes over that in a heartbeat. And Venom: The Last Dance. Okay, this was a no-brainer. The winner is Dune Part 2. Dune Part 2 won, obviously. I mean, given the choices of these films, my God, how do I get on the board of the Saturn Awards? Because they need I think they need me, guys. I think they need me. Best fantasy film. The nominees were Beetlejuice, Wonka, Poor Things, my God. My Old Ass, Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire, and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Poor Things should not be on any list. The movie is veiled pedo stuff. It's really horrendous. I cannot hate that movie more. If you would like to read my thoughts on that, just despicable film. If you go to my website, comicsand.squarespace.com, uh, go to the Danny review stuff, and you'll see my thoughts on that nightmare. It should not be watched by anyone. It's horrible. But the winner of Best Fantasy Film was Beetlejuice. Yeah. It's Poor Things is atrocious. Okay, Best Horror Film. You had Abigail, The First Omen, In a Violent Nature, Long Legs, A Quiet Place Day 1, Smile 2, and Alien Romulus 1 for Best Horror. I tried to sit through Megalopolis twice. Just weird. Just a weird, terrible film. Poor Things is so disgusting. They took the brain of a baby, an unborn baby, put it in her dead mother's skull, and she immediately wanted to bang everything in sight. Just disgusting. Okay, so moving on. Best action/adventure film. We have, oh God, Argyle. Why was Argyle nominated? This movie was terrible. The Fall Guy, Fly Me to the Moon, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, Twisters, and Deadpool Wolverine. Deadpool Wolverine taking the statue. Heck yes. Heck yes. Yeah, Beetlejuice was not the sequel it needed to be. No. If they're going to do a sequel, it should have been a lot better than that. Just saying. Yeah, these nominations are insane. I guess they didn't have a lot to pick from. If there's only like 2 good movies, just nominate the 2 movies. I'm just saying. Don't give them a nomination just because you need to fill slots. Best thriller. You have Blink Twice, Civil War, which I thought Civil War was just vacuous. Saltburn. Didn't watch that. Heard disgusting things. Speak No Evil, Wolves, and Strange Darling winning. The only one I saw of those was Civil War and Wolves, and they didn't blow my skirt up. Was Fly Me to the Moon even an action film? I don't think so. I don't think so. Backyard Tardis says, I really like Blue Beetle, and I think the cartoon will do well. Oh, you're a little behind. Will do well, as I think most who know Blue Beetle is through the cartoons and not the comics. Yeah. Fly Me to the Moon is a romantic comedy. Hard agree. All right. Best animated film. The Wild Robot, The Boy and the Heron, Despicable Me 4, Inside Out 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, so many sequels, Spy and Family Code, White, what? Never even heard of that. Transformers 1, The Wild Robot wins. I liked The Wild Robot. It made me cry sloppy mom tears. And the robot has a fake leg, and it's the right one. So, yeah. Here we go. Best indie film. Late Night with the Devil, Dream Scenario, Maxine, The Substance, Thelma, The Thicket. Late Night with the Devil won. You know, I like that movie. I liked it. The Substance was good. I don't see it as a lot of people do. I think a lot of people saw it as this great masterpiece that had so much to say. My friend Star Wars Meg, she absolutely loves it. It was good, but gross and weird to me in some places, but that's just personal preference. But I did enjoy Late Night with the Devil. I thought that was really good. Anna Kendrick, that was her first time at the helm directing. She did wonderful. Best international films. Godzilla -1, The Animal Kingdom, Kill, Monkey Man, Oddity, Society of the Snow. Monkey Man was considered international because of Canada. Okay. But Godzilla -1 wins. No surprise there. Best film direction. Your choices are Denis Villeneuve from Dune Part 2, Fede Alvarez, Alien Romulus, Wes Ball, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Tim Burton, Beetlejuice, Sean Levy, Deadpool Wolverine, JT Mulner, Strange Darling, and Takashi Yamazaki, Godzilla -1. Denis Villeneuve wins for Dune Part 2. I don't know. I kind of think Yamazaki should have won for that. Backyard TARDIS says, Wild Robot deserves all the awards. I absolutely agree. It's a great movie. Substance is overrated. Also agree. Civil War was more about journalism than Civil War. Yeah. And it left so many questions. Like, okay, y'all know I love my friend Emmett Kennedy over in Ireland, Sky TV, and the Final Furlong podcast. He loved Civil War. We're usually right in line with our opinions on these things. I didn't love it. Yeah, didn't love it. I felt like it left too many questions. Why are they at Civil War? Why? What happened? What was the thing the president did that was so terrible that he had to be arrested or whatever happened? And I have issue with the scene where he's like, why do they call Missouri the show me state? Why do they call that? And the girl who's supposedly actually from Missouri goes, I don't know. Let me tell you something. Even a 5-year-old child in the state of Missouri, when asked, why is it called the show me state, gun to your head or not, your knee-jerk response is, because you got to show me. Because you got to show me. It's bred into us, okay? It's just dumb. Best film screenwriting. Longlegs, Osgood Perkins, Beetlejuice. What? Miller Gow? I think I knew it, but anyway, I wouldn't have nominated them. Deadpool Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds, Rhett Reese, Paul Wernick, Zeb Wells, and Sean Levy. Dune Part 2, Denis Villeneuve and Sean Spates. I think that's how it's pronounced. Okay. Godzilla -1, Takashi Yamazaki, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Josh Friedman, and Strange Darling, J.T. Molnar. Osgood Perkins wins for Longlegs. Never seen it. Okay. We have like 1,000 awards we need to go through here. We'll try to keep it as brief as possible. We'll just stop going through all the nominees. Okay. Where are we at? So, best actor in a film, Nick Cage for Dream Scenario. That movie was weird. Best actress in a film, Demi Moore, The Substance. Huh. Good for her. Good for her. I don't believe in a world where Ron Johnson actually agrees to be the president. Yes, agree. Best supporting actor in a film, Hugh Jackman, Deadpool Wolverine. Good for him. Best supporting actress in a film, Rebecca Ferguson, Dune Part 2. Hard agree. Best younger performer in a film, come off it. We're just making shit up now. Jenna Ortega. She's like mid-20s, isn't she? Best film editing, Deadpool Wolverine, Dean Zimmerman and Shane Reed. Best film music, Beetlejuice, Danny Elfman. There's no universe where that beats Dune Part 2, Hans Zimmer. Just none. Best film production design, Dune Part 2, Patrice Vermette. Best film costume design, Beetlejuice, Colleen Atwood. What? Okay. How does that beat Dune Part 2? I don't know. Best film makeup, The Substance, Pierre-Olivier Persine. Okay, I'll take that. Best film visual special effects. Now, they've got visual and special effects together, and those are two totally different things. Special effects is practical effects. Visual is VFX. That's computer. But Dune Part 2 wins Paul Lambert, or is it Lambert? Stephen James, Reese Salcombe, and Gerd Nefzer. All right, for television, best science fiction television series, Fallout wins. Best fantasy, why would the Ark from the Sci-Fi Channel was nominated? That show is not That kind. Star Trek Discovery. Come on now. Y'all just trolling. You're just trolling. It's exactly what I'm saying. Elfman does not beat Zimmerman in any universe. Yeah, I can't. They need me, guys. Saturn Awards need me. Best fantasy television series: House of the Dragon wins, beating out For All Mankind, Lord of the Rings, Percy Jackson, Spiderwick Chronicles. What? Come off it. Best horror television series: From. Yes. That show is amazing. Grotesquerie should not have been nominated. That show is shit. Teacup is amazing. Evil is great. Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire. I will burn this place to the ground. That is not Anne Rice's. I don't. Shut up, Danielle. Move on. I can't. Ah! Those shows make me so mad. Best action thriller television series: Cobra Kai. High Potential was. I like High Potential. It's a nice procedural, but I wouldn't consider it action thriller. Best adventure television series: Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. I can get down with that, although I think Shogun was better. Best animated television series or special: Star Wars: The Bad Batch beats out Caped Crusader, Gremlins: The Wild Batch. Why? Star Trek: Lower Decks, X-Men 97. I think X-Men 97 was better. Best superhero television series: Agatha All Along. No, I'm sorry, but Agatha did not beat Loki or the Penguin. That Umbrella Academy should not have been nominated. This is insane. This is insane. Best television presentation: The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Okay. Best genre comedy television series. Weird. Ghosts wins. I like that show. I really do. And What We Do in the Shadows is definitely one of my faves, but that last season wasn't the best. Best actor in a series: Colin Farrell. Absolutely. Best actress in a television series: Rosario. Why wasn't Kristen Milioti even nominated? That's not acceptable. Best supporting actor in a television series: Anthony Starr, The Boys. Okay. Sure. Best supporting actress in a television series: Kristen Milioti in The Penguin. Okay. That, I feel like she was a lead. I did not see her as supporting at all. Best young performer in a television series: Xolo Maridueña in Cobra Kai. Considering what he went up against in the nominees, I would have gone with Hannah Shirami from. Best guest star in a television series: Mark Hamill, The Fall of the House of Usher. Are you high right now? Kyle MacLachlan is right there. He's right. Ki-Wei Kwan. Ki-Wei Kwan should have won this for Loki. I mean, what is going on here? That's best television home media release. These are some weird awards. Star Wars Andor, best film home media collection release: Batman 85th Anniversary Collection. Best classic film home media release: Invasion of the Body Snatchers and Saw X. Man, listen. Saturn Awards is tripping. The Saturn Awards is tripping because what the hell was that? What was that? Those were some of the worst nominations and awards given I've seen. Sorry, I got anxious because of those awards, and then I started messing with my hair, and now I gotta fix it. That was insane. Good morning, deranged lunatic. You just missed the most deranged nominations ever. Saturn Awards be tripping. That was insane. Absolutely insane. Who blew when it came to that selection? Those felt bought and paid for. Those felt bought and paid for. I think we can all agree on that. I can't separate Gaiman anymore. He's crossed the line of not being able to separate the art. I feel the same way about him and Mark Ruffalo. Can't do it anymore. Just can't. I've actually blocked them on multiple platforms so I don't have to see their nonsense because I get so upset. I get so upset. Okay. Now that that's over with, we have gone over whatever was going on over at Saturn Awards because what the they all get a purple participation ribbon. Oh. It's so now we're done with that. You know what time it is. It is time. It is time to watch the Fantastic Four teaser, the official teaser. I thought this was going to be what we saw from Comic-Con, but it's not. The stuff they showed for Comic-Con was mostly screen tests for costumes and makeup and had unfinished VFX, unpolished VFX. This is pretty polished, if I do say so myself. And I'm very excited to watch it with you guys and break it down. So I'm going to add it to our stream. Here we go. Is everyone ready? Let's see if we try this. No. How do I switch that? Okay. And now, am I able to? There we go. There we go. So I'm just gonna, no. Okay. All right. Let's start watching. We're going to watch it once all the way through. I might leave some comments so that everyone knows that this is commentary, because even though Disney sent me this to use and review and add commentary, chances are they're going to try to ding me for it. So let's, I'm going to adjust the volume here and let's go.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
We're all here every Sunday. And now the aspect ratio changes.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming?
Very nice.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Thing and Herbie. Is this supposed to reference the bear? Yeah.
Okay, is this guy good?
Yeah. I'm guessing.
Add a couple cloves of garlic.
Couple cloves of garlic.
Delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip. Okay.
A little zip. I don't know if garlic adds zip, but okay. I love that chalkboard.
We went up the first time.
Costumes look great. See, it keeps switching that aspect ratio.
Ben wasn't a rock.
Ben wasn't a rock. Yes, very Jetsons. I love how they're pointing out how difficult this has to be for Ben. Really showcases their abilities. Oop. Oh, that looks good. Get it, Johnny. I love Joseph Quinn. There's the car they showed in Comic-Con. I love the costumes. Galactus. As a family. Look at them. I love the music. Fantastic Four. The bear makes me anxious. It makes me too anxious. Okay, so let's start going through. Okay, we've watched it once all the way through. I really wish it would let me change the size of my doohickey here. And it just does it. Anyway, it looks like a well-made Hallmark film. What? I think what you're seeing is the color grading. Possibly. But I like the switch. It's very WandaVision. Remember Matt Shackman did WandaVision, and they did a lot of that aspect ratio switch. But this makes me feel like it's some sort of documentary. Like, even look around the edges of the frame. It looks like old film. It's imperfect. There's a little bit of damage there. Let's see. Moving on. The Thing looks great. Not a big fan of the voice. Yeah, it was a bit of it's like you don't expect that voice to come out of that face. You expect it to be a little bit more gravelier, if that's a if that's a word. But the art department, the designers actually went out to the California desert and studied the geography, rock formations to design the Thing. So they spent time in the desert. I don't know if they were eating peyote or getting high, but I do know they were out in the desert, and they used that to help design the character. And yes, I love the atomic 50s, 60s retro vibes in the production design. Love the fact it's a period piece. Yes. So they have drawn a lot of inspiration from Sid Mead's work. Very 60s, supposed to take place in 1963. And they have adapted 2 Fantastic Four comics from the 60s. The first one is 1961's Fantastic Four number 13, the Red Ghost. It's when they go to the blue side of the moon to get these crystals. And what's his name? Ivan Kragoff. That's his name. That's the Red Ghost's real name. He goes to the blue side of the moon with a bunch of apes to try and recreate the Fantastic Four's accident. And things go awry, obviously. So that's the first issue that they're adapting. The second one it's 1963. I'm so sorry. Fantastic Four number 13, 1963. The other one is Fantastic Four number 48, The Coming of Galactus. So, fun fact, the blue side of the moon where Kragoff goes and where Reed goes to get the crystals, that's where Uatu lives, is the blue side of the moon. So there's that. And then they're adapting issue number 48, The Coming of Galactus, where Uatu comes and he warns the Fantastic Four that Galactus is coming. So we're going to have a lot of Galactus in it. And that also explains, why they're really leaning into the 60s vibe. They're using those comics and they wanted to have the feel from those comics as well. So there you have that information. Now you know that. That's something you know now. Tabitha, I like the wholesomeness about family and such, but I'm underwhelmed, even though I know it's only a teaser, kind of like the Superman movie. Yes. They didn't adapt the Silver Surfer. They're actually using the Earth X reality where Shalabal becomes the Herald. So this is not the 616 universe. It's not. It's the Earth X universe, or what they're using for Earth X, with Shalabal as their Silver Surfer. There is a Norrin Rad in 616. That's what I'm being told. 616 has Norrin Rad Silver Surfer. Earth X has Shalabal. The more you know. And it's setting up Doomsday, the Doomsday movie. There's going to be a huge after credit scene, kind of like they did with Thanos. It's the 60s. How are they incorporating it with current day Marvel? Because I think that they're going to, because of the Galactus thing, I think Galactus is actually going to destroy their world, and they find a way to come to 616. Moving on. What else we got here? So we've got some nice rockets. Pedro, he's so handsome. Yes, as a family. Herbie actually, I don't think he came out to 1978. Herbie wasn't a thing until the Fantastic Four cartoon in 1978. That's kind of neat that they've involved him. He's kind of cute. I love cute robots. And I love how they're showing how difficult this is for Ben. They're going to lean into that. There's a lot of talk about how handsome he was, how good looking he was. And now he's having to mourn himself in a sense, which is a very real thing that happens when you go through a traumatic event that changes your physical appearance permanently and drastically, like losing a limb, something I know a little bit about. You do experience grief and go through a mourning process. And it's even harder to do when it's yourself and you have to be around yourself and pictures of yourself all the time. It's a struggle. So yeah, handsome guy. Joseph Quinn. I think I'm really going to like him as Human Torch, as Johnny Storm. I wonder if they'll get new outfits when they end up in the main MCU universe. Probably. They change the costumes all the time. Hyperspace Hero is happy with the trailer and don't need to see another one to get me to go see it. I agree. I'm pretty hyped for this. I really think that come July, comic book nerds are going to be eating pretty well between Man and Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four flying. I like how she's explaining all of their powers in correlation to their personalities. Ben has always been the rock, the strong, sturdy, lean on me foundation type person of the group. Johnny is a hothead. Sue, what is does she feel invisible or something? Like no one pays attention to her? And Reed with his ability to spread himself super thin. And I guess, or, force field, that motherly instinct in protecting. Kino says, DC better watch their ass. This trailer is better than Superman. Okay. And that's a good shot. I love the cinematography so far. The cinematography is pretty good. Because that's a pretty good shot. They chose well for this teaser, in my opinion. They chose some good shots. These are actually real children's costumes you can get on Amazon. The masks, they're the Thing Ben Cooper kids costume. So if you go on Amazon and look up Ben Cooper the Thing costume, these masks will come up. And this car. Okay, so this is their flying car, and this is what they showed during the Comic-Con. The Comic-Con. Dang it. The slider on this thing is not very good. Let me.
Okay.
Is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here.
Right here.
Whatever life throws at
Whatever
us.
life throws at us.
We'll face it.
See, some great shots. Great message. Face it together as a family. Okay, there's the car. I wanted to see it better. There we go. So this thing came kind of flying in at Comic-Con. But this is all practical. They actually built this, so that's nice. They used a lot of practical effects in this film, and for me that makes an absolutely huge difference. A huge difference. Yeah, but DC isn't releasing 3 absolute bombs before their big movie. But July's going to be great. July's going to be great. Let's see what else we got. Oh, and that was it. July 25th, 2 weeks after Superman. Oh, so John Malkovich's role, that's better, has been secret, like top secret, until recently. But he is playing Ivan Kragoff, the Red Ghost, in this. And dude, John Malkovich, this is one of the greatest actors of all time. He is absolutely incredible. He can do just about anything. Never underestimate John Malkovich because he'll prove you wrong. I really think this was an excellent casting call. He looks exactly like the character, first and foremost. I'm really excited to see how he plays this. I'm really excited to see him in this film. Personally speaking. And of course, we have Galactus. We're going to get some Galactus action. If I can. It doesn't show me where I'm at. There we go. There's that big shadow of Galactus. Look at that. Look at that. I really think this looks really good. Very polished. Very polished. I'm hyped. I'm really hyped for this. I'm absolutely looking forward to it. I really hope that, I mean, they were working on Captain America Brave New World and Thunderbolts for ages before this. Yeah, he's tiny. He's tiny. Maybe he shrinks down. But obviously they were working on Captain America and Thunderbolts way before this. I mean, Captain America's had like a bajillion reshoots and was not doing well with test audiences. So I'm hoping that after all their failures from the last few years, that they've really given this one I mean, we haven't really had a true Fantastic Four movie. They've not done the Fantastic Four justice. They're the first family of Marvel. The first ensemble in Marvel. Okay? They were made in response to DC's Justice League. And we've not done them justice on the big screen yet. They've been around since 1961. So I'm really hoping, with all those things considered, that they truly gave this the attention to detail, the passion, the quality that not only we deserve, but the Fantastic Four itself deserves. And so far, I'm going to say I'm cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. I feel like they are setting up the Council of Reeds. I think they're going to introduce the kids, Franklin and Valeria. But will audiences still be there after Cap 4 and Thunderbolts? For Fantastic Four, I can guarantee it. Fantastic Four seems to have its own almost isolated fandom within Marvel. And people are really anxious to see a good adaptation. So I think they will. If nothing else, morbid curiosity. But they seem to have put a lot more weight into the Fantastic Four movie than they have Captain America 4 and Thunderbolts. I mean, that seems very obvious to me. They've put far more behind this film than they have those other two. I think they know. I think they've known for some time before they even got started on Fantastic Four that those films were just beyond hope. They've done all they can and they realize what they have on their hands. So I think, yeah, I think people are going to stick around for Fantastic Four. Marvel's this is their big one. This is their big one. And I think they're going to not only, I think words are hard, kids. Let me take a drink of water. I'm sorry. That's better. I think not only have they put all of their chips into, they've gone all in on Fantastic Four. They're marketing. They're going to market the hell out of this. And yeah, after Daredevil, I think Daredevil's going to be a big win for them. As long as the press tour doesn't come out anti-American, should go well. Yeah, let's just stick to the movie, talk about the movie in a positive light, and shut up about everything else. And get Anthony Mackie a good publicist. Words are hard, damn fingers. Exactly. It happens to everybody. Needs to be explored. Exploration movie. Stay off Earth as much as possible. They're going to be in space a lot, from what I heard. They're going to be in space a lot. Ex-Punisher, good morning! I really wanted Kitty Pryde to be Tom Holland's Spidey new girlfriend in the MCU. That's possible. I don't know. I actually think it's going to be Gwen Stacy. He's got a new girlfriend. I think it's going to be Gwen Stacy. But thanks for stopping. Make sure you hit the like button. The trailer was perfectly average. Was great nor fantastic, pun intended. I agree to disagree. I thought it was good stuff. It's way better than anything we've seen from Captain America and Thunderbolts. Heads and tails above those. They should have taken a bit of a break after Endgame, rather than bombarding people with subpar content the past 5-6 years. Absolutely agree. That's where that hubris word comes in. They're like, oh, well, they're throwing money at us. They'll buy whatever we're selling. And then that bubble burst. Alrighty. There is a new clip from Captain America Brave New World 2. Where did I put that? Did I not send it to myself? Let's see. But there is, yeah, here it is. There is a new one that we can watch if y'all want to. I haven't watched it yet. Let's see. Let's see. I know. And I said remove it. God, one stream, for heaven's sake. I clicked it off and you're still telling me blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. Here is the new clip from Captain America.
Not that hard. I heard your rib go.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
No, let's get this over with. I got shit to do today.
Do you? Where have I seen that guy from? Oh, no. Oh, no. New Falcon. Okay.
Damn. Nobody saw that.
No.
Sam, package is secured.
Yeah, see, they've ruined everything for this film. They just keep showing us stuff.
Glad you're starting my collection.
That guy's lost weight. Like, I've seen him in stuff, and he was way bigger. They've ruined every surprise for this movie.
Need a minute?
And now they're just showing the whole movie.
That's what I thought.
I am not excited for this film. I wanted to be. I want to be excited for Marvel films. I want to be excited for any comic book movie. But they have ruined every surprise in this movie. Adamantium, Tiamat, Red Hulk. From what I've heard, they've showed us all the Red Hulk scenes. All of it. And now they're showing us all the Falcon and Captain America scenes. Come on, guys. Yeah, I think they know. They know they've got something, another subpar something. They know. Not excited for this movie, nor Thunderbolt. Fantastic Four is the only one that looks good so far. I agree. I mean, I want to see Thunderbolts because I love Florence Pugh. I love her. And David Harbour, I like him as Red Guardian, honestly. But I have zero hype for either one. Fantastic Four is the only one I'm excited about and looking forward to. The air's out of the bag after Deadpool. Yeah. Deadpool Wolverine was the best movie they'd put out forever. Loki is the best series they've put out since WandaVision. Created blue collar guy. If my mouse will, I've clicked you 6 times. Remember back in the olden days when you saw a post-credit scene teasing what's to come and you got excited? Where it seemed like they had a plan? Yeah, that's now they're just spoiling everything. At least with Captain America and or Captain America New World. This poor guy, I feel bad for this guy. Like, is his name Ramirez? I can't remember his name. Nobody knows his name. Okay. He's the new Falcon. He should be so excited. He's in a Marvel movie and he doesn't feel like he's a part of the MCU. Do you know what I mean? Is anyone picking up what I'm throwing down? Omari. I got a trailer for Thunderbolts when I saw Companion. It looks like Diet Suicide Squad, but I hope John Walker gets a lot to do. He was the best part of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I agree. John Walker was my great-grandfather's name. I always get a kick at it when I see that. Remember when the movies were good? Member berries. Yeah. I used to feel bad for Anthony Mackie because he does deserve his shot, you know, but he's kind of ruining it for himself. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Mackie's kind of ruined it for himself and for this guy, this poor guy right here. Just a shame. Just a shame, guys. But I don't care what anybody says. I'm looking forward to Fantastic Four First Steps and Superman. You know why? Because I'm a non-denominational nerd. I love it all. I love it all. And I need to stop touching my dick on here. I am working on a breakdown of Achebe. Is it Achebe? From Black Panther. I love him. I love him. He's like a Bond villain. He's like a crazy Bond villain. I just absolutely love him. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm also going to break down The Question from DC as per request from the Backyard TARDIS, Nerdling First Class in the Nerdling Army. If you would like to join the Nerdling Army and help support the channel at the same time, you can do so at patreon.com/comics and 3 different tiers, starting as little as $3 a month. You get behind the scenes outtakes. You get merch every 3 months for the first year, exclusive merch that you can't get anywhere else. And you can request breakdowns like Nick did. So I'm going to do The Question. And then after that, I think I'm going to do Norma Senva from the Dune series. She's amazing. And I love her. And I'm inspired. So I'm going to do that one as well. Don't forget that the end of the month is going to be a little wonky. I'm not going to be streaming daily from the 12th to the 21st, 22nd while my grandparents are here. We have family stuff going on. And the 27th through March 2nd, I will be streaming live from the convention floor, the Transworld Halloween and Special Effects Convention with a surprise special guest. So, might do some special Patreon stuff from the convention. So if you want to see that stuff, you got to join the Patreon. Absolutely. Any last minute questions, comments, emotional outbursts, leave them in the chat below, because it is time to go for the day. The best way to show your support for the channel, to help us march forward, hit that like button, give me a big fat thumbs up below, subscribe if you're new, and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy goodness. But there's also other ways to keep this channel going, because I literally cannot do this without you. The software costs money and stuff, and I am poor. So when you guys show your support by joining the Patreon or scanning the QR code up there and go to buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua and tip as little or as much as you like, it helps me keep the lights on here. It helps me pay for the software that makes these live streams possible. There's also Cash App. If you prefer, you can Cash App the Patreon, or if you would like something in return for your financial support of the channel, you can check out our merch store at comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. All of my graphic designs are there. All the little who's me what's it's that I feel like making, I send it to the Etsy store, and you can get it on koozies, you can get it on mugs, t-shirts, hoodies. There's literally everything. There's even beach towels, I think. Like, I get a little crazy with it, but there's all kinds of stuff. I've got Star Wars, Star Trek, DC, Marvel, you name it, it's all there, especially Dune. I love Dune. So lots of Dune stuff on there. There's also shopapotheosis.com/comics, and this is where I get my comic books, okay? So I'm going to buy some Black Panther comic books from 98 and 99 so I can read about Achebe. I'm going to get some Fantastic Four comic books, but I get them here from Apotheosis Comics and Lounge in South City, St. Louis. So it's a small business, technically. It's local for me, and I get a percentage. It helps support me. And if you use my code comics and at checkout, you get 10% off. So you get comic books or apparel or games or whatever. You get to help support the channel, and you get a discount. So it's win-win for everybody. Like, totally. So I'm also a member of the Red 5 Network. We are a collection of super nerdy podcasts and content creators. Yeah. So if you like what I'm putting down, chances are you're going to like other Red 5 content. So go to red5.bio.link and check that out today. But that's all I got for you nerds. That's it. That's it. But you guys are great. And I love starting my day with you. And I look forward to starting my day with you tomorrow on Wednesday. I don't know what we're talking about yet, but I promise you it's going to be nerdy. Yeah. So until then, I've been Danny. You've been amazing. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Keep an eye out, because
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!